I'm Keith Becker from Didi's Rentals.
And I'm Cece Rosas from Didi's.
We previously talked about how to attract the best possible tenants. Today let's talk about how to keep them. The first thing that you want to really be considerate of, the fact is that your tenant is more than just the rent received. It goes without saying, but they have their own lives, they have their own interests, they have their own priorities. So being conscientious of that, of course you don't have to allow a whole lot of misbehaving, but you do want to be cognizant of the fact that they do have their own priorities. The second item is to keep your rent fair. When you're looking at increasing the rent, be aware that the concept of bird in hand is better than two in the bush. If you raise the rent too much, you really do run the risk of losing a tenant. And if you lose the tenant, you have all of those costs: lost rent, refurbishing the property, re-renting the property, advertising costs that come with a vacancy. So keep that in mind. You've got a good tenant, you want to keep them? Be fair. Don't try to charge a premium amount of rent.
Doing periodic evaluations, making sure the inside looks great, it's being maintained. If there are any repairs or requests needed from the tenant, to address them as appropriate.
Lastly, when repairs are requested, you're not going in to do inspections just to make sure, the big brother saying you need to take care of the property, you need to be good tenants. The fact is, you want to take advantage of that opportunity and do repairs, do things that ought to be done in order to make sure that the tenant knows that you care about them, care about the property, and want to keep them as good tenants.
And at the same time, any minor requests from the tenants, anything to make the property look better and make them happy, that would be something that you could address as needed.
I'm Keith Becker.
I'm Cece Rosas.
Thank you for listening.